What's up, everybody? Supersmallchibiwolf here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Squid Girl Season 2. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the characters. Now, I enjoy the characters, each one of them, I'd say, there was some characters that was eh. But besides that, the main cast mostly is pretty cool and fun. I enjoyed these characters, and I'd say Season 2 is an example of a Season 2 done good. Because a lot of times I've seen, Season 1s and 2s, and then it's kind of um yeah, sometimes it's kind of not as good as the original, but in my opinion, this is a Season 2 done good. And yeah, first thing I want to talk about is the characters. Now, I enjoy the characters. I say Squid Girl Season 2 kind of what was it, gives us more to the characters and gives us more than just uh seeing them live their lives day by day and like a regular slice of life anime. First, first character I want to talk about is Squid Girl. Now, I enjoy Squid Girl. She was still the funny, nice, funny, clumsy, amazing Squid Girl that we all know and love. What I like about her now is that in this season they introduced that her bracelets have more of a use than just being a design, thing. And for example, they could be, what was it? They could manipulate her weight so she could like fly, or she could be too heavy, and then she basically goes all the way down in the ground. And yeah, another thing I enjoy is that she always finds ways to have fun, even if it ends up, with her getting sick or in trouble or in a different situation. So yeah, I'd say out of all, Squid Girl has always been one of my favorite anime characters because besides her cool design and unique powers, and you know, I'd say she's one of those characters that you know really is funny and has different interactions depending on which character she interacts with. It is really great. Next character I want to talk about is Eiko. Eiko, is still a great, sometimes serious girl, but in funny ways. I like her. A little rivalry with Squid Girl, but these moments, for example, were comedic, and I enjoyed it. I'd say, when her and Squid Girl teaming up, those were also great moments. And yeah, I'd say also, and yeah, I think that's it. Besides that, yeah, man. Next character I want to talk about is Chizuru. Now, I would say this, man. I enjoyed Chizuru in this season. You know, I'd say Chizuru is a nice girl. I enjoy that she is this, master of martial artist, and has these some. Yeah, I think she has powers because in moments, no spoils. I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah, man. I think she does have somewhat of powers, which kind of overpowers Squid Girl herself. Now, I don't think I brought this up in season one, but her eyes reminds me of Brock from Pokemon. You know, always closed, and whenever opened, it's either serious or in the rare occasion she's happy, which was something new. What I also enjoy is that Ho and Squiggle, in season one, and they kind of really didn't interact and had moments together or any of that. She's either and chilling with Eiko or Takuru or etc. whatever character else, and I like how she brings it up and later on in an episode that they kind of don't have time together that much, and you know it's something, it was more self-aware, these characters. So maybe in season 3 they can kind of work together more and venture more together and have more of an interaction. And next character I'm talking about is Sinai. Now, I always liked Sinai. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's always been the funny one, the a funny girl to always go after Squid Girl and have this love and affection towards her. And and yeah, man, I always enjoyed that. Whole getting rejected and smacked around by Squid Girl. So next character I'm talking about is Taku. Yeah, he's funny, great friend of Squid Girl. Nice dude that does random stuff with her. Nagisa. Now, what I say is, Nagisa has always been, one of those characters that was great because, and one side, Squid Girl is, she's one that, for example, for Squid Girl alone, I say she is easily manipulated to think that Squid Girl is going to be taking over the world, and it gives her satisfaction and means it. But in the other way, she's the only one that kind of is normal, like, and sees Squid Girl as a threat, because it's like it's Squid Girl. Like, what else could you expect? But yeah, she's the only one that's realistic, let's say. And yeah, besides that, she has a cool design, and yeah, cool girl. Hopefully, we see more of her as well in season 3, if there is. Now, the other characters, man, I'd say, the bitch guy and his daughter were cool, and everyone else, uh, what was it? His name? Uh, oh, yeah, besides the beach guy, his daughter, and the lifeguard, uh, everyone else were okay, besides them. So, yeah. So the story is simple, it's slice of life anime. So the story starts with Squid Girl watching a movie, and after watching the movie, she has a conversation with Eiko, and then she basically gets inspired to have another squid invasion, and this results in her interacting with her friends from the past. But she is paranoid and believes that everyone's out to get her, and she ends up basically going at it, trying to cause issues and trouble. Then Chizuru is the, being the best girl and the real hero of Squid Girl. She basically brings her back to reality. So, yeah, that's how the story is. And then later on, after what was it? Getting into like a open tournament to see, yeah, then that happens. Yeah, Squid Girl story wise, it's a slice of life. Slice of life animes really doesn't have stories. So yeah, for what season? Well, I mean for what episode 1 was, it's a pretty good story. I'd say that as story just to give it. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the music. Now I like the music. I'd say it's an improvement since the original, which I did like. Don't get me wrong, but this season I say is good. The intro was good, but what was it? For example, the ending music. Because I wanted to really compare these two, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to stand on its own. Because this is like for season 2 that I did a review on. So what I could say is that comparing the intros, the original was better, but comparing certain songs later on, I say this one kind of has better. Like the ending. Um, so yeah, let's say it's a 50-50, out of the two. Next thing I want to talk about is the voices. The voices of the characters. For example, I don't understand this. Sometimes, for example, there was I think the first episode, it was like a kid sounding like a random adult, and then there was another one sounding like, what the hell? Like a random voice. I think what they do is they just basically say, read this line, and boom, they put it in any character that they want, which is weird. You know, I enjoyed that later on in a certain episode, there was a part where Nagisa and Ayumi, changed their looks and they acted differently, which kind of gives us more of both of them. And, what was it? Kind of gives them more out there, because like I said, Nagisa, she isn't used a lot, but within these rare moments, I did enjoy, these characters. For example, Ayumi is having different, like carrying around weapons now, and then you got Nagisa acting like a tough dude, which, yeah, man, I enjoyed that, man. What I don't like is that, they could have done some more stuff like that, but they kind of didn't, you know, which I found why didn't they do it, I don't even know. But yeah, besides that, everything else was pretty cool. Squid Girl, pretty cool. Friends, great. I found it, surprising that not many characters knew. You know, what was it? Oh yeah, never mind. Uh, yeah, man, I find it interesting that because in one part, like I think on episode 7, yeah, the southern wind zone, a guy that owns another restaurant within the beach, brings up that he doesn't know a lot of Squigille's friends. Like for example, he only knows about Squigille, not about like Eiko or Chizu, and you know that does make sense. And what was it? Because recently what was in season 1 didn't really focus on that. It's mostly like introduction mixed with slice of life and stuff like that. But season 2 kind of gave us more of a background and introduced the characters more and stuff like that. And yeah, man. Also, what was it? Gowo. Yeah, Gowo, man. He's another character that I enjoyed. You know, and yeah, man, cool lifeguard dude. And first moments I would say within the season is when Chizuru is training Ayumi and she uses Go as a partner, and basically this dude is like, due to him being extremely in love with Chizuru and Shai, he is I'd say he's one of the most underrated characters of Squid Girl. He's like, for example, Moon Rider from One Punch Man, I'd say. Where he's underrated. the And yeah, man, pretty funny guy. I'd say one of my favorite scenes is when Ayumi is kind of wanting Chizuru to train her because she knows that she's like all powerful and stuff. You know, and so though a lot of great moments. So yeah, I'd say this season was pretty cool. I recommend watching season 2 of Squid Girl. Because season 1 and 2 is pretty cool, but season 2 was I'd say more superior, and I enjoyed that. A lot of times in season 2s or etc. Different second movies or it's not as good, but season 2 is one of those that I was happy that they made Squid Girl, because Squid Girl season 1 is a good anime, and then season 2 they made it better. So they improved, and I'm happy that they did that and didn't just be lazy with it. You know. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review. The animes that I recommend watching are Lucky Star, because I love that anime because it has similar feelings. I have similar feelings towards that one as well. I think that's one that kind of a little bit more into the lives of these characters, I would say. And also the disappearance of Nagaro Yuki-chan, because I love those characters as well, and there are some more similarities between those as well. But besides that, yeah, man, I enjoy Squid Girl season 2. Maybe season 3 kind of expands more and they go on other adventures besides being on the beach all the time. That would be interesting. But besides that, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time. Bye.